right. All right, y'all. Man, it's a lot going on right now. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm had to go live real quick to talk about this Trick Daddy situation. So if you're watching it right now, make sure that you subscribe. Subscribe to youtube.com/RedsView because you should do that. And also make sure that you hit the like button, or if you can hit the dislike button, that's all good, just as long as we get some type of interaction on my Kevin Samuel stuff. But yeah, man, I wanted to talk to y'all about this Trick Daddy situation, but waiting for a couple of more people to log on in the room right now. If you really love me, make sure that you donate to the Cash App. Cash App is $JAY R3D. Again, JAY $JAY R3D is the Cash App, right? Let me make sure I go to Instagram and let everybody know that I'm live. I'm also go on Facebook and let everybody know I'm live. This is like one of my second time actually going live. Let me make sure everybody knows before I begin going on this. What's up, y'all? If y'all watching this right now, I am going live. Well, I am live right now on YouTube. So make sure that you click on the link in my bio and check it out. Oh, let me do that again. Look like I got something in my nose, man. Look like I got something in my nose. Hold on now. Okay, it look like I may be straight now. I may be straight. Y'all know how y'all get a little something in your nose. All right, y'all, look, I am live on YouTube right now. Make sure that you click the link in my bio to get on this live real quick. I wish I could do the swipe up, but yeah, go on there. All right, so what do we have here? We got Trick Daddy, Daddy Dollars, straight from the MIA. So this man has talked about Beyonce and Jay-Z. So he was on Clubhouse, right? And when he was on Clubhouse, he was just talking about how he feels that Beyonce can't sing, or she can't sing. Let me put emphasis on that. She can't sing, you know. And it was, I haven't really been reading everybody's comments about it and things like that, but I thought it was an interesting topic because it's something that people have been saying, but I think I want to just clarify what I think he means, right? I think that because he did say that she's a very, very talented artist, right? He was like, she's next to Michael Jackson. But when it comes to actual singing ability, when you're thinking about Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, you know what I'm saying? When you're thinking about divas like that, like R&B divas like that, Patti LaBelle, like he named, you're thinking of somebody who can vocally just shake the room. And, you know, I just want to ask y'all, do y'all think that he was right in saying Beyonce can't sing? He didn't say she can't sing. He said she can't sing. Now, this pissed off the BEYHive. The BEYHive is irate right now. Anytime that you come for Beyonce, come after Beyonce, Jay-Z can get away with, you can get away with this in Jay-Z, but anytime that you talk about Beyonce in a negative manner, the BEYHive is going to make sure that they show up and show the hell out. Anybody watching right now, please hit that like button. If you're watching this right now, hit the like button, or you can hit the dislike button. It's all good. Let me know that you're in here. Hop into the chat. Let me know something. But yeah, so with the whole Trick Daddy situation, I think that I understood what he was saying because, like I said, I think that people, the way he said it was very blunt. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about Trick Daddy, he don't really give a shit about people's opinions and everything. Like he hadn't retracted on his statements. He hadn't let the BEYHive. Let me tell y'all something, man. The BEYHive has been going wild. Like he has a restaurant that's actually in Miami, and I forgot what it's called, but I was told that I saw that the BEYHive left bad ratings and reviews about it, making up stuff, like just making up stuff. Like it's crazy, man. Let me see if I could pull up something to where they're actually talking about. Let's see. Because they've been going in. Well, let me read to you what a couple of things that Trick Daddy said, because I don't want to play it on here because I don't want to get any thing to take down the video, or whatever, any copyright strikes. But he says Beyonce don't write music, can barely sing her motherfucking self in Clubhouse, and he said Beyonce can't sing. Man, I watched my godmama train Beyonce, vocal lessons all her career. And he said, I'm gonna give an unpopular opinion right now. He said Beyonce is to R&B what Jay-Z is to New York. That's why they together. Now, I was a little confused about that one, but then he started going into details on what he meant, and he was saying that Jay-Z isn't the greatest of all time. He was like that he shouldn't have been labeled that, because when Biggie died, he feels like that's when everybody gave Jay-Z, the throne or whatever. I think Jay-Z earned it over time, I want to know what y'all actually think about it. Like, like, do you think that Trick Daddy was out of line for actually saying that? Because he started going into detail. He was just like, Biggie was the best rapper. Had Biggie not have died, would we be talking about Jay-Z in the same light that we are talking about him today? And it's hard to really question that. There's always a what if when it comes to things like this. Like, I do feel like overall, Biggie was the better rapper, right? But it's no telling what Biggie would have done. Later on, maybe Jay-Z would have eventually surpassed him, or whatever the case was. But he's saying that Trick Daddy's just like Jay-Z isn't the greatest of all time. Trick Daddy is wilding out. But this is one thing that I'm learning from. Well, not even learning, but what we have to be able to understand is that everybody can have an opinion, right? Social media, like Clubhouse, YouTube, like social media has enabled everybody to be able to voice their opinion. Can you be mad at him for voicing his opinion? Because Clubhouse, once it's designed to kind of make you feel that it's like just this big conversation, you know what I'm saying? Like that you can have with just with people in a room. Like that's why they call it Clubhouse. It makes you feel comfortable actually talking about different things like this. And it's just like, we're at a time now to where you get so heavily criticized for having an opinion. But on the other side, and playing devil's advocate, it's like if you put an opinion out like that out there, you got to expect the repercussions that's going to come with it. Now, your repercussions may be being attacked by the BEYHive, but I mean, the BEYHive ain't going to do too much. Like they're not going to withhold him from not being able to go perform anywhere or mess up his record sales. Trick Daddy ain't worried about that shit, man. Like Trick Daddy is not worried about that shit at all. Now, the question that I want to ask is, do you think that Beyonce can really sing? Angela Yee and different people were talking about her vocal performance on Halo. And I was like, well, Halo, it's cool, but I think I understood what Trick Daddy was saying more. It's like, I don't put Beyonce vocally up there with Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, but I feel that Beyonce can actually sing. Like, we can't fool ourselves. Like, Beyonce is not no pop singer. And like pop singers, they can't really blow. You know what I'm saying? When you're thinking about soul and all that other stuff, Trick Daddy made a comment saying that Beyonce doesn't, like, I think I'm paraphrasing him, but doesn't know how to shake the room. Like, he was like, I ain't never seen no grown man cry after hearing a Beyonce song. Like, and I was just like, I mean, yeah, I can see that, I think that Beyonce is for a certain type of audience, but I love Beyonce records. Now, I will say this, and I've said this on my show before, I don't think that Beyonce has a classic album. Let me say that again. And for everybody who's in the room right now, please do me a favor and hit the like button. Hit the like button, say something in the chat, let me know that you're here. I see a couple of people watching right now. Make sure that you just hit that like button. Let me see y'all hit it. But yeah, I will say that Beyonce, I don't feel like has a classic album. Meaning, hey, there you go. Thank you for hitting that like button. Meaning that I don't think she has something like a Thriller. Where's her Purple Rain? You know what I'm saying? I don't think she has that. Now, I guess what will come close, people will say, like, I guess, like, what do y'all feel? Let me know in the chat right now. If you're watching, since you're watching right now, do you think Beyonce has a classic album? Let's talk about that. Because I don't think that she does. I think she has some classic songs, like Who Runs the World Girls, definitely. Crazy in Love, that's a classic. A lot of songs from her second album, B-Day, were classic. I really do feel like they were classic. Some of the songs, right? I still be playing them to this day. She has a lot of classic singles, but I can't say that she has a classic album. Now, I'm not attributing that to her vocal ability, because you could sing your ass off and still don't have classic albums. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to get, like, I think people were distraught by what Trick Daddy was saying, but I mean, I kind of understood what he was saying a little bit. And the thing is, when he was responding to people, he really doesn't give a shit about, like I said earlier, he don't give a shit about what people got to say. Because, I mean, Trick Daddy ain't trying to sell records no more. Trick Daddy hadn't put out, I mean, I think he's been putting out music, but I mean, realistically, I mean, since what, the mid 2000s, since Trick Daddy has really been in the conversation, you know what I'm saying? Y'all in this, man, let me know something, man. Somebody got to put something in the chat. Let me know, man. This is my second time going live. I just want to see how this works. If you watching right now, say something in the chat. And then also make sure you hit that like button. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think she has a classic album? I mean, like I said, I don't think so. Now, when he's talking about Jay-Z not being the king of New York, or well, not even the king of New York, but the greatest of all time, that is that man's opinion, man. Trick Daddy can have his opinion. A lot of people have their opinion on different things. I personally think that Jay-Z is the GOAT, greatest of all time. Now, the reason I say he is the greatest of all time is that if you look at it from the time frame he came out, 1996 all the way up until now, Jay-Z literally can drop an album and it go platinum. And he came out 20 plus years ago. There's not that many rappers that can actually do that. Matter of fact, I think the only one who then came out in the 90s that can still go platinum to this day, no bullshit, will probably be Eminem, because Eminem came out in like 98, I want to say, like late 90s. But yeah, I think Jay-Z is like the only one. I mean, shout out to Nas. I love Nas. Nas is in my top 5, but I don't see him going platinum in 2021. I don't think he cares about it, but I'm just saying, like, Jay-Z can come out, have a #1 album and still outsell the artist of today. Nobody ever could do that. Before Jay-Z was the GOAT, I feel like LL Cool J was the GOAT. LL Cool J was the GOAT at the time because he came out in the 80s during the Run DMC era. Think about that. Big Daddy Kane, the early days of Def Jam, when Def Jam was first starting out, before the 90s, before Keith Murray, before Redman, you know what I'm saying? Before all of that, you had LL Cool J. I think he was the first artist signed to Def Jam, if I'm not mistaken. And I felt like he was the GOAT because he was able to last going into the new millennium. And he lasted for a minute and like kind of fell off a little bit, like 06, 07. But LL Cool J was the one holding it down. LL Cool J was the one holding it down, man. Again, y'all, if y'all watching, drop a comment for me in the chat. Say something in the chat if you agree, you disagree, whatever. Also, make sure you hit the like button. Hit that like button. But yeah, man, like it's. I think that he was. But if you look at historically, who else would be the greatest of all time when you're talking about record sales, #1 albums, longevity? You will have to give it to Jay-Z. Now, Jay-Z, I don't think is the best rapper alive or best rapper of all time. I just say he's the greatest of all time with all of his accomplishments. And he's a billionaire. It's like he did everything from the culture, never switched up, never used that auto-tune shit, never was singing on records, never switched up. He switched up his pace, but never switched up his style. If that makes sense, you know. or he switched up a style a little bit, but he never sold out. So I would have to give it to him. I think Trick Daddy is kind of tripping on that, but I do understand what he said about Notorious B.I.G. passing away. Do y'all, and that raises another question. Do you think if Biggie wouldn't have died, Jay-Z would have reached this level of popularity? Because even Big said he's the next big thing. He loved Jay, but if Big was alive, Jay-Z would have had heavier competition. He already had competition, but Biggie was like neck for neck. You know what I'm saying? I think he was the better overall MC. So yeah, Trick Daddy was tripping, talking about the whole Beyonce thing, and the BEYHive has been going in, but he don't care, man. Like, we can all have our opinions. People tune into what I have to say every week about music and different things because I have an opinion. I have a voice. You know, I can say certain things. That shout out for everybody joining in. If you're joining in right now, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button, and also say something in the chat. I just want to see how this chat thing works. Can somebody please just say 1 or 2 words in this chat? Say something. If it's not working, let me see. I hope it is. I think I enabled it. Participants. I don't know. But yeah, man. I think that overall Trick that, like, we can have our opinions about different things when it comes to music and things like that, but I need to take a swig of my cranberry juice. Cranberry juice is healthy for y'all. Very good. But yeah, I do say that Beyonce doesn't have a classic album. She has classic singles. And is she vocally on the same level as Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey? No, but she's still one of the greatest of all time. You got to give it to her. She does more than just music. Performance-wise, she's surpassed Janet Jackson. I mean, that's who you would compare her to when it comes to the dancing and all that other stuff. Beyonce is a total package, and it's not a lot of artists that are the total package. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Beyonce. Now, other thing I want to talk about, this whole Wale, this whole Wale situation, man. With Wale, right? This man said that. Let me pull up what he said. I want to pull up the tweet. Let me see. I think somebody had texted to me. Let me go to it. What Wale said. Shout out to Mac. Mac from the legendary No Limit Records has been released. He's home. Shout out to Mac. He shouldn't have been locked up in the first place. Anybody that saw that, if you go to his Instagram page, you can see where he had the parole meeting or the board meeting or whatever, and they want this man to be home. He's on house. I think he's like kind of like he has a curfew, and they want him to do community service and all this. And the judge was acting like they're doing him a favor. I'm like, he was innocent. Anyway, 21 years down the drain. But anyway, this is what Wale had to say, y'all. In a tweet, he said, "I understand you may feel how you feel for whatever somebody told you, but I just want to reiterate that I'm one of the greatest of all time. Catalog, consistency, influence, longevity. DMV, with that said, Falorin 2 this summer." I hope I'm saying that right, Falorin 2. So this man said catalog, consistency, influence, and longevity. Let's say that again. Wale says he's the GOAT due to his catalog, consistency, influence, and longevity. All right, let's go to catalog, right? Let me pull up Wale's catalog. I should have had this already out, but it is what it is. We're gonna look at Wale's catalog and see if he's capping. Wale, discography. All right, so catalog. You got Attention Deficit, Ambition, The Gifted, The Album About Nothing, Shine, and Wow, That's Crazy. Let's go through them again. Attention Deficit, Ambition, The Gifted, The Album About Nothing, Shine, and Wow, That's Crazy. Out of those records that I named, are any of those classic rap albums? Do y'all think that any of Wale's albums are classic rap albums? Now listen, this ain't hating on Wale, but Wale brings up the conversation and discussion all the time. I think that Wale is a dope rapper, right? But I think he's missing something. And the key thing that he's missing is delivery. You could be the best rapper on earth, on God's green earth. But if you don't have delivery, meaning that you don't sound good or keep everybody engaged in on your records, keep everybody's attention. If you sound dry, then it defeats the purpose. You have to have good delivery. Old Dirty Bastard wasn't the most lyrical Wu-Tang member, but his delivery was so extraordinary and unorthodox that he stood out. Method Man stood out in Wu-Tang Clan because of his delivery. You know what I'm saying? I think Soulja Boy I'm not comparing Soulja Boy to Wu-Tang Clan at all, but Soulja Boy, even though some people may feel like his music may be considered trash, the man has some good delivery on records. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that, but it's true. Speaking of which, I can't wait to see the battle that's going to be this Saturday. I wish they would stop doing versus battles on Saturdays. I'd rather they be on Wednesdays or Thursdays. That's way better. But out of all those albums, do y'all think that Wale, and if you're watching right now, please hit the like button. Hit that like button, y'all. That's important, man. That is really important for y'all to hit that like button for me. If you really, really care about the show, hit that like button. All right. I don't want to have to pause the video and do on Kevin Samuels play some music. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with Wale and the albums that he's put out, he's talking about his catalog. I mean, he has some dope songs. He has hit singles, but it's not GOAT status. It's not. Like, that's a very cocky and conceited thing to really say coming from him. And consistency. Now, I'll give him consistency. He steadily puts out albums. He has a lot of fans that will, you know what? His last project, I've only liked one Wale project, y'all. I've only liked one. And the one that I liked was Wow, That's Crazy. I think that was his best album. Now, a lot of people could flame me up in the comments and everything like that. But, I mean, you know, it's just that. Like, that's what I feel. I mean, I'm not a Wale fan because his delivery, I don't think that he's whack at all. I just don't think that he's as great as he thinks that he is. And obviously a lot of other people don't either. So consistency, I mean, he steadily puts out, you know, albums, and he says influence. Who has Wale influenced? I'm a little stuck on that, y'all. Who has Wale influenced? I mean, maybe he did influence some up and coming rappers. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody that kind of sounds like Wale. When you think about influence, you think about people who kind of remind you of somebody. It's none of these new rappers that are out right now that sound like Wale or resemble Wale. He's not somebody that you aspire to kind of like be like. You could probably respect him, but come on, man. Like, I'm a little stumped on that one. Longevity. I mean, when you think about longevity, Wale, he's still putting, On Chill. Let me tell you something. On Chill I love that damn song. And it wasn't even the fact that he was on it. It's the fact that Jeremiah was on it. And they sampled Raphael Sadiq, one of the best, best to ever do it with, Tony. So ask of you, if you sample that, you can't really mess up that song if it's a sample. So all this shit is cap, I feel like, man. Wale is not a GOAT. He's definitely not no GOAT status. That's a bold statement, I feel like, just to get people talking about it like I'm doing right now. And if that was his goal, to sell albums or try to get notoriety for his project coming out, bravo, Wale, bravo. You did a good job because you got me on this motherfucker talking about it. But Wale definitely is not on GOAT status. That's cap. Now, let me know in the comments if you agree. If you agree, you disagree, it don't matter, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's funny that he's saying this, but what do y'all think? Let me know. And please just hit the like button. Let me know that y'all ain't here. Is the chat working? I want to make sure that the chat works. I probably need to log into like another account or something just to make sure, but because y'all not saying nothing. See, it's a few people watching and one person hit that like button, but I want somebody else to hit the like button. You're watching right now. What's so hard? Just hit the like button. But yeah, man, I think Wale, there we go. Somebody hit that like button. Now say something in the chat. Can y'all say something in the chat? Follow me on Instagram and message me at JAYR3D and let me know, like send me a DM and let me know if the messenger, the chat group is working or not. If it's not, just let me know. This is my second time actually going live, so that's why I'm stressing so hard. Hey, y'all, hit the like button and things like that, right? But yeah, man, Wale, I feel like Wale is talented. He's lyrical, not trash by any means, but I feel like his delivery just ain't on point. He's always in the news and the media complaining so much to where he always complains about being accepted, so much to where J. Cole actually had to make a song addressing him. False Prophets, I think that's what it was called. You know, talking about the situation, you know, talking about Wale. It's like, you still have a fan base, dude. My nigga, you still got a fan base. And people love Wale. Not everybody, but people love Wale. When he first came out, right, it was a change of rap. It was a change of hip hop, right? Well, not a change, but more so like different players, right? Key players. That's the same time around with Kendrick. Well, he actually came out before Kendrick and all of them. Yeah, with Attention Deficit. But it was three key figures into this transition of rap, right? The leaders of the new school, I'll call them. Drake. I had a brain for it. Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar. Those were the three that were like the key figures at that time, like the leaders of the new school coming in, ushering in the new wave. Before them, we were still stuck on, I mean, we had Nas and Jay-Z and all them, but then Lil Wayne came out, and then you had the three-headed monster, which is the three that I just named. Wale was also in the clique a little bit, and Big Sean was too. Big Sean went into his lane, and, you know, he was doing what he was doing. But Wale went into his lane too. Signed with Maybach, put out some, you know, records that people liked. I mean, they went gold and stuff like that, but I don't even think Wale has even went platinum. But anyway, those were the key figures, and Wale kind of got out of that discussion after a while, if y'all remember. And he was heated ever since that. But Wale, if you're watching this, man, it's all good, man. Just put out your project. People still love you. People still rock with you, you know. But yeah, what do y'all think? I want to know what everybody thinks about this situation with the whole Trick Daddy and Beyonce thing. I want to know what everybody thinks about the Wale thing. Shout out to Mac for coming home. They freed Mac. And what else has been going on? Yeah, the Usher and T-Pain thing. Shout out to everybody who's been sharing and talking, you know, from TikTok to Instagram to YouTube about my opinion about the Usher and T-Pain situation. I saw T-Pain issued a statement talking about the Usher thing, because Usher has really been receiving backlash. And let's see. Let me see. I think he did it on his Twitter. T-Pain Twitter. Let's do that. Again, if you're watching, please hit the like button for your boy. Let's see what he said. Does he still got it up here? Okay, yeah. So T-Pain said, I still love and respect Usher. Telling that story was in no way meant to disrespect that man. People talk shit about me 24/7, but when it comes from someone you truly respect, it is very different. I never said fuck Ursh. He said Usher Raymond. It was a drop in the ocean of shit I was already going through. And for the people going back 48 weeks to dig up a tweet, please find something to do. That was before Shotty said anything. The song never came out. I don't know what that's about. But, you know, he's basically saying there's no hard feelings for, you know, towards Usher. That's his guy, right? That was somebody he looked up to. And it was some people saying, man, you should be a man up and stuff like that. But just imagine, man, like he was already going through stuff. Jay-Z had already put out Death of Auto-Tune. Everybody was using Auto-Tune. T-Pain had no idea that all this was going to happen, that the whole industry was going to be a carbon copy of him. You know, he didn't know that. It just happened. It just happened. Y'all ever seen that Fresh Prince episode where his dad came into his life and he was leaving out and it just happened? But anyway, Yeah, man, but it was sad. You never know what people go through, and it's easy to say he should have manned up and not let that depress him. But if somebody you look up to, your mentor, somebody, I ain't gonna say Usher was his mentor, but he said that was his friend, and he said you fucked up music. That could be pretty harsh, and it could trigger something to make you be depressed. Imagine how Kwame Brown felt 20 years of everybody bashing him. That's why he's going off like a motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something that you truly do, like I'm a hip hop artist myself, and if somebody just says my whole project, which they never have, if they say my whole project is complete trash, I'm not gonna say that would depress me, but it will make me feel a certain type of way. It would, because this is my craft. This is something I spent hours trying to, like, you got to think about it. You write the music, then you go record the music, and that's hours worth of the process. You know what I'm saying? So T-Pain is an artist just like everybody else is, is an artist. So I mean, I get it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to go live real quick. Don't want to hold y'all for long. We up at 30 minutes. Had 5 people watching, 2 likes, but it's all good. If we got 5 people, we should have 5 likes. I don't get why y'all don't like hitting the like button. All you gotta do is just do it. Maybe y'all watching from work and can't reach your phone or whatever. But I appreciate you spending a little part of your afternoon with me, listening to what I gotta say. I want to go live more often. So let me know how y'all like it. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully everybody who sees this after I get off live, after I end this, they'll chime in and comment and stuff like that. But I had a pretty good time. And I got to see if this chat thing works, because y'all ain't saying nothing in this. But follow me on Instagram at JAYR3D. Make sure you follow me there. Check out the She Say Part 2 video that we shot a couple of months back in February. We released it on Valentine's Day. Very sexy video. Very sexy video. Make sure that you listen to the projects that I have out. Once 1 and 2 on all streaming platforms. And yeah, man, subscribe to the channel. If you watch right now, if you ain't gonna hit the like button, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. YouTube.com/RedsView. This is J Red. I'm signing out.